we'll do it local too, Troy.
Nice.
Yeah, what's up, Nick? Good to see you, man. You want to call you Wizard?
That's fine. I don't care. Nick's. I don't really care anymore.
It's
All
Buzz
right.
Danklin, Jerry.
Buzz. Why did I say? You know what's funny? I've been calling Buzz forever until this trip, and then it went to Nick, and now I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
fucking deal, man. So that's fucking perfect, man. Yeah, thanks for jumping in, man. Especially short notice, man. Good to hang with you again.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was kind of sad when it all came to an end. I was like still riding that high, and I was like, man, I wasn't quite ready to leave yet.
Yeah, it was. The last couple nights were pretty special. I wish there would have been more people around to join us. Man, that sesh with Ralph Lamart was so epic. Like us in the hotel room with you guys, dude. That was the fucking coolest.
Yep. First time for me for what was it, Moroccan hash? That's
right. All of us,
my
right?
Goodness.
That shit was lit up, man.
I finished that, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Did you? Oh my god.
Yeah. I didn't want to throw it away. So I crammed it all into a capsule and just vaped it.
Well, he made us promise, so I'm glad you fulfilled that because I was not prepared to do that.
I didn't want to let him down.
Yep, I hear you.
I was bumming. I thought I was going to take down a whole lot more the night of. And then the morning of I was gonna, and then you know how that whole thing fell apart. So anyhow, but
I was bummed that I couldn't steal some of those vapes from Ralph, man.
I know.
Nice, right?
It's exciting shit.
That beautiful P80 and those prototypes. Fucking A, man. That's good shit.
Fucking A.
Yeah, I think that Derby hit it on the nose. He said they're just it's a piece of art, or what do you? I think he said something like that. It's more than just a vaporizer. Like there's so much that goes into it. Just like that handmade. So
it was nice meeting Derby too. That was cool.
It was absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate him coming out just for that, man. That was nice of him to come over, man. It was fun hanging. Yeah.
That
was a lot of fun. Why don't you go ahead and we want you to introduce yourself, and then we might redo it ourselves. We don't want to miss anything. So go ahead and tell us everything that you want our people to know as we're introducing you, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, I guess I go by Buzz Danklin on the website. That's my border collie in the background, so I don't know if you guys can hear or not. We're VaporizerWizard.com. There's two of us that run our website, and we do dry herb vaporizer reviews, very similar to Troy and many other people that we met over the weekend. We've been doing it for maybe 2014, 2015, so almost 10 years now. So we were just talking about that the other at the event. I think our first video was original packs, so that was almost eight years ago on YouTube now. So
no shit, man.
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. But
hey, you're one of the OGs, man.
Yeah.
Who was doing it when you started?
Vape Critic. I mean, you had I don't even know beyond that. He was kind of the OG, so at least for what we followed. But yeah.
I mean, I wasn't around yet.
Yeah. Yeah. When did you get? I don't even know. When did you start your kick your?
I think I wrote my first review in 2015, and I made my first video in 2016. I think.
Okay. Awesome.
I think.
I was like.
Damn.
And then you got the YouTube going, and then got them banned multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Fucking
been deleted twice now. High five. Got another strike this morning. Woohoo!
No shit, you did?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, dude! I'm so
you
sorry.
This motherfucker? You believe him, man? What the fuck?
It's just so unfortunate because I know the time and effort and everything that goes into doing it. So it's your baby. So
yeah, it is. I like the expression, but it comes with the territory as well. I can make videos about anything. It doesn't have to be weed.
Yeah.
It just sucks that the cannabis vape space is so badass, and there's so much potential, and there's so much energy, and there's so much spirit and camaraderie here. It sucks that it suffers because of YouTube's platform decisions and policies.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of politics going, especially the PACT Act and the Avali scares kind of really put a damper on things for distributors, especially. So we can kind of still do what we're doing, but I mean, if nobody can get vapes or buy vapes, then it's kind of pointless. So hopefully we'll see what happens over the next year or so. Hopefully we can just get it decriminalized and not have to deal with any of this. So that would be nice.
Right.
Yeah.
That'll finally do it. Kind of steering into the event here. You know, Troy and I talked a bit. We didn't know what the fuck to expect as far as who would be there, what was going on. What did you think, or was it just so much a mystery? What were you figuring out? What was going on with you beforehand?
Yeah, I think we're in the same boat there. I think that I messaged both or either of you guys on Instagram about 6 hours prior to us jumping on a plane. So we didn't know if it was hush hush or what we could talk about or what was going on, and they didn't really give us too many details other than here's your itinerary. Yeah, and hope you make
bring
it.
warm clothes and outdoor shoes, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so we were just, and I've thought about that a lot after the fact about how much in the dark we were, and like that kind of like added to like just the surprise of everything and what we were doing, like the fact that we didn't know an itinerary, we didn't know like here's 2:00 we're all gonna be here, and 3:30 speech in the yard, and fucking like it was so nice that it was just like allowed to flow and kind of just end up where we ended up, and I thought it worked out better that way. But yeah, maybe a little warning on what to pack and what to wear, because there's a lot of people that didn't even finish that hike that we were talking about, and platform boots that they had on and all kinds of shit. So
right, man, that was a heavy one.
That was a beefy hike up that hill, man.
Yeah, but no, I was thrilled to death to find out that you guys were coming, and that we at least we knew some people that we were gonna be with there, because we've been to champs with you guys multiple times, and we all get along pretty well. I'd like to think so, anyways. So yeah. It's always fun hanging out with you guys and shooting the shit, and most of the time I'm learning a lot from you guys. So there's tons of vapes out there that I don't even know about that are very unique and have a one of one, and you guys definitely are in that space. So it's nice to learn from you guys while I'm there as well. But
it's great to share and even just be around people that have like-minded interests.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like I remember my first champs. It was just so fucking rad to hang around people that also know about vapes. Because normally, like I show my vapes to people and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You got a lot of fucking vapes. Why do you have so many? And it's a completely different thing when people are like interested, like genuinely interested. And then they have insights and experience that we could share and bounce off of. It's a great opportunity. So yeah, having you guys there and Sneaky Pete and Oren.
Yeah, that was the first time I met Oren, and he was awesome to hang out with.
Right.
He always had his Crafty Plus with him the entire time, just chiefing on that thing. So.
He was, man. I loved it. I saw Oren. He was with his Crafty Plus.
Yeah.
No, that was good hanging out, man. Yeah, we didn't you're right. I mean, I didn't know what it was, what to expect, who to talk to. At one point, Troy and Pete started talking. And when we figured out that Pete was going, then I was like, okay, then I'm pretty fucking sure the Wizard's going to be there. And then beyond that, I didn't know what to expect. So I was glad to hear just before it was confirmed you were coming, man. Because then I knew we were going to have a blast, man. I knew it with all day long. So that was fucking dope, man.
Yeah, honestly, I was a little scared to go. I was just like, I've never done any international traveling, and I'm pretty comfortable in where I'm at, and my dog, and we've never spent more than a day apart from one another, so I'm just very comfortable in my space, and it was, so the thought of jumping on a planes for 24 hours and going to another country was a lot to kind of take in, but man, am I glad I went. It was such an experience. So
right.
Yeah.
What were your overall impressions of the event?
I mean, it's just, I don't know if I'll ever top that. Honestly, I don't think there's really anything that will be as extravagant or just as thought out and genuine as that experience was. It was, I don't know.
They set the bar very high.
They absolutely did.
Like imagine if you went there with like your fiance or your girlfriend or something, and then like now your wedding has to be at that level, and you're fucked.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Not anybody in specific that we're talking about here, but yeah, that's fucking great, man.
Yeah. It was,
That's a good point.
yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. I think that it was just, and I was talking to a couple other people who were there about Jurgen, who he was always with us and always shooting the shit with us, and just it was, you could tell that they were just, they were genuinely interested in us as much as we were interested in them, and it was nice to have that, mutual respect and just genuine interest in one another, trying to pick each other's brains in the industry. So
Yeah.
I enjoyed that aspect. So
Yeah. Did you have any least favorite moments or times?
oh, just the lack of sleep and the I don't know, the different foods we were eating, man. My diet was just all over the place, and I'm not used to that. Like I said, I'm usually stuck in my ways, and I like to have a routine going, keep shit simple. And
Okay.
so it was just, but the travel, you learn a lot through the way, and you meet some people, and I'm really glad they gave us the nicer seats for the
Did we
long
lose him for a
flight.
sec?
What?
Oh.
What happened?
I still see you, Jerry.
There you go. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm nice. It's nice they gave us the nice seats for those long flights. That was a treat. So that was, yeah. What was that, 9 hours? What was your flight? You had 10, 11 hours for you?
Yeah, it was 11 and a half hours from Zurich to San Francisco.
Whew.
Zurich
Yeah,
to San
dude.
Francisco. What a fucking flight, bro.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I had to basically leave the airport in San Francisco and then go back into the airport to get on my flight to Orange County.
Yep.
It's
It's basically the same in New York too. What about you guys? Did you have any negatives? I mean, what was
the first day without weed was pretty tough.
shit, I totally forgot about that. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was about
Yeah.
it, really.
Yeah.
After that, it was great. But yeah, that was fun. Getting drunk and throwing up instead of being high was a low point.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, I forgot about all that. Yeah, you guys went to what was it, like a pub down there by the river?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
drank at this pub, like literally right on the edge of the Danube, and just
Fucking
chilled
beautiful.
and hung out with some of the locals, like the local day drinkers. Like it was a different culture. It was cool.
Yep. It was nice that we had a lot of people from Germany and Austria and like surrounding countries that knew the language and could help us around, and like that was so nice, especially the first day we were there.
Mhm.
Yeah. There was a few language barrier moments. Like I remember we went to like this meat store, this delicatessen, and there was a line, so we knew like that's where to go. Like when people are lined up, like that's the place that has the good shit.
Mm-hmm.
No English whatsoever.
No,
Nothing. And the menu was like not like there wasn't even things to point at, like no pictures. It was just handwritten shit on a board. So we basically
So you knew it was good.
Yeah,
You just didn't know what you were getting.
We just ordered what the person in front of us ordered. Like, I heard the word schnitzel. Let's get that.
Yep. Sounds good.
I know that's a meat thing. I don't know what it is, but that's a meat thing.
Yeah, that the Indian food we had that last night was that was so good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and man, that fucking what was that one sauce that we kept dipping?
Mango. Is it
mango
mango
the
sauce?
mango curry?
Mango
Was it mango
curry?
curry?
Yeah.
I can still taste
Okay,
that.
okay. How about this, Jerry? Which one
Mm.
what would you rather have? The desserts from the castle or the mango sauce with some rice?
Desserts all day, bro. That was insane.
Yeah.
To have that many different tastes that you could just go all around the clock all day long with. It was awesome.
Which was your
Yeah.
favorite dessert?
What was it, like a lemon?
There was like a lemon sorbetta, like a lemon ice or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chocolate mousse.
The chocolate mousse with the whipped cream and berries, and there was like a
That was
panna
good.
cotta
Panna cotta, yeah.
with like forest berries or something. It was all like local. Everything was local to like the castle grounds.
Well, I mean, you saw me, Nick. I kept going around saying this was the best one, and then no, that one's the best one, and then no, that one's the best one, and I just like every time I'm like, I love them all, man. They're all when you eat the way I was eating, you know what I mean, with that mindful, I'm gonna take forever and focus on it. Everything's amazing. Everything's amazing, and they were amazing. But I was giving them all the stage. You know what I mean? So it was awesome. That shit was
dude,
good. Man.
You were in there for a minute. We were like outside at the fire, and then came all the way back upstairs, and we were gonna leave, and you were like, "No, I'm staying. I'm
still eating my
enjoying."
desserts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
so
catch
Everybody
the-
had cleared out.
cab.
You're leaving the party. Old
Yeah.
Jerry's still in there, slowly, mindfully eating his fucking desserts.
Yeah.
my end of the table had 2 people leave before dessert, so we had 2 extra
Oh.
dessert plates that we all
Oh
divvied
my
up.
goodness.
Yeah,
I love that
Wow.
chocolate. It was so good.
That is it panna cotta? Is that what it was, Troy?
yeah.
That was phenomenal and different. Like I would, if I had to order one again, I'd go, since I don't know how to get that, I'd get that. The other 2 I've had some version of before, you know what I mean? So fuck, that panna cotta was so good. And then you said they were even like, I mean, different textures. Like, I mean, some like, who knows
Yeah,
what
the second one was different than the first one that I ate.
yeah.
The first one had a little more. It was a little more set. Had a little more chew. You know, it was like a little more cheesecake or a little more like set yogurt or something. I don't know.
That's what mine was like.
Yeah, second one was real creamy. It's really soft.
Yeah. Dang, I want to try a creamy one now. I really want a creamy one. Damn.
I want to vape a bowl.
Me too.
I seen Vape Wizard dabbing on his Rio there.
That's what
Oh,
I was
Rio
doing.
Wiz. Thing's awesome, isn't it?
I love it. I did bring the crafty though, and then I have let's see, I brought the mighty home.
That shirt you're wearing.
Yep.
Herbal. I can think of 3 different ones. Is it Herbal Air?
No.
Okay, then it's not the Herborizer. It's this motherfucker.
It's had the halogen bulb.
It's right there. It's right. It's on my shelf. It's
I can't see it.
It's the fucking Herbalizer.
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 Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dude, I love this shirt, man. That's dope as
Well,
shit.
it's
Even
just-
with the
it's
Dynavax
the-
superimpose.
It's the comfiest shirt ever, and it has like the 420 on the back. So I was just like, kind of always rock it.
Oh,
It's just
that's cool,
comfy.
man.
I don't know. It's not like I really. I mean, it was an interesting vaporizer. It wasn't, it wasn't my favorite. I think you could get some pretty decent quality out of it. It was just the bulbs. You couldn't really. It wasn't like a long-term thing. So.
That thing was a driver for me for about a year, I think.
Yeah.
Back when I was hitting the Evo, that was one, but the Cloud rather. The Cloud, that was one that came along, and man, I beat the fuck out of that. I would put whole nuggets in it, and hit it with the whip, and flip it over and hit it with the flip, and then I'd crumble the fucker. That's what I'm talking about, the Brilliant Cut, and get the biggest fucking hits off that fucker. Look at you with the Rio and the Brilliant Cut. I love this, man.
Yeah.
So were you expecting a new Mighty?
What's that? No. Well, yeah, they told us about it, but I was not expecting the volcano though. That was a treat. So I wonder when we'll be getting those. I think they were sending them out. So
the volcano,
the piece edition, yeah. So
apparently not everybody got one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I just put my foot in my mouth a minute ago.
I imagine they'll be sending one to you. I don't know if it was. Who knows?
Yeah, I asked them to. They said they could send it, so I was like, yeah, send it. That'd be great. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice. Kind of digging that.
I've been vaping in Celsius mode in my Mighty ever since the trip.
Yeah.
Nice. Still, that's great, man.
Oh, I put it in here.
I couldn't wait to switch back. I couldn't wait to switch back to Fahrenheit.
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 Yeah, every time I'd go back up into that room, I would switch it back. So it'd be Fahrenheit, and then every time I go back, it'd be in Celsius.
I did it, and somebody's like, "How'd you do that?" And I was like, "Ah, fuck! Now I gotta tell them."
Dumb Americans.
Yeah,
Your
that's funny,
Fahrenheit.
man. Fahrenheit.
So,
Fahrenheit.
what about Germany, man? What did you guys think of Germany? What was your
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely, just stereotypically gorgeous everywhere. Like I didn't see an ugly part of the countryside anywhere, which is fucking gorgeous.
I completely agree. Yeah.
I love the culture and the history, like
Mhm.
just seeing things that were so old and lived in, but kept and maintained. The culture there made me more aware of America's lack of culture.
Yeah.
If that's a thing.
Yeah. I guess it depends on where you are in the bigger cities, but I think when we looked it up, there's like 85 million people in Germany, or I could be making that up, but I mean we have like what 350 million in the U.S., so we still have quite a bit more people, maybe, but it's just so beautiful there, and I wonder what the actual like what Germany could fit into. Is it like the size of Texas, or is it like the size of Alaska?
Right.
I'm not for sure on that, but it
You're
really just
right.
was like nice, like it was
Mhm.
pristine, like it was seemed well taken care of, and man, they just get tons of rain and everything was green and beautiful, and
Dude,
yeah.
right? It reminded me of Wisconsin. It was like the rolling hills and just trees
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
It was real pretty. And the castle that we partied in was older than America. Like how
Twice as
wild
old,
is
even
that?
more than twice as old, man. Crazy, like way older. They built that shit 800 years ago, Troy. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The renovations they did on it too, it was like, I mean, it was a castle and it was old, but it was like modern and new and had nice things and modern bathrooms, and it was
Nice bathroom, yeah.
yeah, it was. I have a photo of that with the
Yeah.
bathrooms in there. I was like, damn, like this.
Yeah, I mean the house was like modernized.
Yep.
For the most part. Like the stairs were trippy. They were all like
Yeah.
angled and shit.
They weren't like precisely cut. They could have like came in at angles and stuff too. So just like it's kind of a mind fuck.
Yeah. And we're
I
all
don't know.
fucked up. Like we're
Yeah.
all vaping volcano bag after volcano bag after volcano
Yeah.
bag.
We absolutely were.
Everybody was
Yeah.
so happy to get weed, like after hiking that mountain.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That was a good idea. Oh, we have
Yeah, it
the weed
was.
at the top of the hill.
Well, that was the
Everybody
other
go.
thing too, is like they didn't say anything. Once again, how we were talking about, nobody really knew the details of anything.
Yeah.
It just happened, and you're like, oh, we have weed, and it was like, oh fuck, that's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
because it was a hike, dude. That was, I would say it was probably like, a couple miles in, and then a half mile, 600 feet up
Yeah.
or so. It was a good little hike up. So
Right. You got some cool cave footage too, didn't you?
Dude.
yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, we didn't go the
Absolutely.
cave route. We went the easy route. The easy route.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it was one of those. I was like, the easy route's on the backside in the car, motherfucker.
Yeah, no shit.
When she told me we weren't walking down, I'm like, wait a minute, motherfucker. You mean the staff drove up? I'm walking my ass up the other side of the hill.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh shit.
That was beautiful. It was a beautiful walk though. Like
I
along
agree.
the Danube
Unreal,
Valley
man.
River and all that.
It's
I
gorgeous.
agree.
Yeah. And I love the whole raisin thing. How'd you like the raisin thing and the blindfold?
It's still sitting with me, I'm trying to like think of it still and trying to slow it down, and I don't really, but I'm still trying. So
That's
but
cool.
I enjoyed the blindfold walk, and I did that with Oren, the vape guide.
Mhm.
So that was a little kind of a bonding experience for the both of us too. One
Cool.
was blindfold and steer, and the other around horse shit and everything else on the trail. So yeah.
And you guys didn't know each other. They said pick somebody you
Yeah.
knew, but you didn't know each other.
No. So
Interesting. Cool.
yeah.
Because I mean, when they said that, I just looked at Troy and said, "Well, that's easy. Here
Yeah.
we go."
Yeah.
Yeah. And we did
You guys.
the fucking mind control thing the whole time, basically.
I was gonna say you guys
Right.
are already on like the same little brainwave there.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fun, man. That was fun.
Yeah. It was cool.
I obviously love the raisin thing because I mean, it got me prepped for the dessert. I mean, that. Fuck. But you know what's really neat about that, bud, is you can do that anytime you want. You can just like whether you want to eat or breathe or just write or anything you're doing, vape, anything you want, you could stop and really zoom in and mindfully do it. And you know that's the beauty of it, is you can practice it anytime in any place. It doesn't have to be with food necessarily, you know. So it's a gift, really. I thought that shit was dope. I talked to him afterwards. Well, you did too. Nick, you were there, and we were hanging out the backside, and Troy, you hit him at dinner or something. But that guy was, what an amazing story. I mean, sheesh, and just to talk, his perspective is amazing. But we didn't mention it for people who were watching, but this guy mindfully slow step walked a marathon, like 26 miles over the course of 2 months. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, 6 hours a day, 2-3 hour sessions. I can't imagine. So,
1 step per breath with slow breathing is what he said.
Yeah,
like he
well, that in itself, yeah.
That was it. That's how he paced.
And can you imagine? You get up, right? You get up out of your trailer. You get up, you eat breakfast. You get out of your trailer. You walk over to your mark. You spend 3 hours, walk into about there, and you stop and you walk back to your trailer, eat, take a nap, blah, blah, get up and go back to your mark. Spend 3 hours walking about that far. Then go back to your trailer, sleep. It's just kind of funny the way it all kind of plays out, you know?
Yeah.
It's like at one moment he's a quick little bug, and at the next moment he's a slow little turtle. You know what I mean? It's really funny.
Yeah, I wonder how he managed, because like you wouldn't really want it. That'd be quite the jolt. You'd really want to be like as slow as in other things.
True.
I don't know. Would you? But you're right. Like, would you just go back to normal life? You know, let me jump in this taxi on my way home or whatever. Like,
Right.
But I mean, it's that perspective though. Like now because he experiences those 2 different paces.
Yeah.
Like he can really observe and shift those gears better. I mean, the more you spend time in the slow, the better you are at spending time in the slow. Like he explained when there was like 4 people next to him and he could like focus on all of their conversations. Like that's what happens when you spend time in the Matrix.
Yeah, in the now, in the present. Yeah, it was interesting. So it was, I mean, we definitely, even when we're relaxing, we're still on our phones or doing something. So we're constantly engaged. But...
Mindful social networking. Can you do that? I guess you can do anything mindful.
Yeah, we talked about meditation once before, didn't we? Like you do some meditation. I remember you said that you did like the body scan style meditating. We talked about that a couple years ago. You still meditate?
You talking to me or Jerry?
You.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've done, like, I used to be a lot more into it, but I just, not recently. So I feel like I've been using exercise more as kind of like a form of meditation. Like if I can get into a high of sorts, like even if it's like a jog or a bike ride or something like that. Plus I have the dog, so I'm always trying to get her to do stuff. So
yeah,
but no, not as much as I should be, honestly, because it does help. I feel like you just take 10 minutes to just like sit there. So
yeah,
maybe that was another reason why the plane rides, like there's a lot of entertainment on there, but a lot of times you're just sitting there kind of with yourself, you know, in your own thoughts and just like
yeah. I tried to meditate as much as I could on the plane, but I ended up watching a few movies and TV shows as well.
Yeah,
11 hours is a long time,
dude. It's so long. Like, yeah. I think I'm all internationally traveled out for a little while.
That's fine.
Yeah, man. When I came back from the Philippines a number of years ago, my total travel time from door to door was like 32 hours.
Oh my goodness.
It was like insanity because I went to the Manila airport and it took like 4 hours of driving in the traffic to get to the airport. And then my flight was delayed like 4 hours. And then I flew to Detroit, which was like a 14 or 15 hour flight. And then in Detroit, there was like a fucking snowstorm in Chicago. So my flight was delayed going to Chicago about like 8 hours. And then I had to like
It's like a Dale Griffith here, man.
3-hour bus ride. Yeah, man. It was like by the time I got home, like the whole family literally slept for like 20 hours or something silly. It was insane.
Wow. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Shower curtain ring fella.
It's insane to do it like in the wintertime. They picked a good time to do it. I think we were all lucky to make all our flights and not miss anything. And yeah, that was a miracle in itself.
The weather was perfect. I can't like they handed us two raincoats throughout the trip and never needed them.
Right. And every one of us showed up. Every one of us showed up going, I checked the weather beforehand and it's gonna suck. And it was great the whole time.
Yeah. It was like Florida, it was like you kind of get that rain in the morning or like a spurt of rain and then it just disappears and it was like beautiful for the rest of the day. So
yeah, it was perfect.
I've been enjoying your sunrise videos from the beach, Jerry. Those are on your Instagram there.
Thanks, man. 2 days in a row I've been at the sunrise. I haven't done that in a couple of years.
So beautiful.
Yeah, man. I'm still on Euro time. It's like noon. I get up and it's sunrise. I'm like, cool.